Welcome, this is the Real-Time Storytime. I am Robert R. Ricks. I am an author, YouTube personality, and this is a interactive real-time story. The audience will come in shortly. Give this a few minutes here. That's important because this show is nothing without the audience. You see, the audience are going to provide to me keywords or phrases. I need roughly 10 of them, up to 14. And if I can get 10 into the story, then that is a win. If I'm not, well, then that's an epic fail. Thankfully, I've only had maybe a couple epic fails, but for the most part, I have always met the goal. Now, these keywords will be provided to me, then I'll have about 2.5 minutes to figure out what I'm going to do as far as the story. Then I rock it and hopefully entertain you. Now, I will warn you, there is some language, usually, and sometimes the stories are pretty twisted, sometimes fun, but I always try to make it entertaining at the very least. If language is going to be a problem, you might not want to check this show out. Hang tight, grab a beverage of your choice, relax, and we will get this thing going soon. While you're waiting, if you want to figure out how you can support the channel, there's always a coffee page where you can feel free to buy me a cup of coffee. Or you can check out tacticalgeek.com where I have some swag up. As I mentioned earlier, I'm also an author. You can find my books on amazon.com. Just search for Robert R. Ricks. And I promise you, the stories are good. What's up, you guys? It's that time. Real-time story time. And we got words. We're already jumping into this shit right out the gate. And so we see we got Garen up in here, we got Wicked, we got Yak, we got Paula. Good to see that you're back home. That's great. And let's see. Let me double check to make sure there's no additional words that came in last second. Nope. Looks like Garen was the last one to throw one in, so that's awesome. All right, so the words that we got are Diet Coke, heparin shot, rotten balls, spooky, fucking masks suck, Sasquatch, Takin Names, life is tough, but so are you, eldritch, abomination from beyond the stars. Eldritch abomination from beyond the stars. It's all in the reflexes. And Randonautica. Is that app that everybody's kind of talking about on TikTok or whatever, where people go on a trip or something and say they want something scary and then something scary happens or some shit. I think that's what it is, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I think my daughter was talking about that shit. I don't have that app. Okay, yep, that's the one. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start some. I think this one. I'm gonna start figuring out the story already. All right. I have a kind of a loose idea. I don't really know exactly what, but you can see I've got some notes that I've jotted down. Now, you folks that are listening to this on the podcast, you're not going to get an indication of when the keywords are being used like the folks that are watching it on YouTube. When you're watching it on YouTube, if you see this flashing here, keywords used, then you know that was done. For you folks that are listening in on a podcast, you're just going to have to remember these keywords, okay? And so, let's see. What is this button? There's a button.